Hello and welcome back for some more of the Dominion homework series. This time we're talking about Sinister plot and why you should open with it. So it's better to do on 4-3 than 3-4, but both are good. I've seeded Merchant Ship in as a 5 cost card that's, I think pretty much everybody would agree, is pretty lackluster, but is a card which, well, the idea behind opening Sinister Plot is that you can get to 5, and so obviously I wanted to make sure there was something that cost 5. But there almost always is, and it's usually going to be better than Merchant Ship. But I'm just going to show what Sinister Plot does. You're going to obviously add a token here, but the point is that opening Sinister Plot on turns 3 and 4, you can guarantee that you have a 5 cost card. It's not going to miss this shuffle, and and then you have a Sinister Plot going. You have one fewer silver as compared to otherwise, but well, if you're trying to make a drawing deck, then not having the silver is without necessarily losing. It's usually going to be better. The plot is going to be better than the silver, and I think even in money decks, which is what I'm going to be playing here, the plot is going to be better than the silver. So basically, you're not losing any tempo. In fact, you're more likely to get 5. You're a little bit less likely to get 2 5s, but you're more likely to hit 5 since you're 100% to hit 5. You're cycling a little bit faster, and I think you're just ahead because you have this plot that's sitting there. So the way that you guarantee hitting 5 here is you add the token here, you get a silver. I'm just going to be playing Merchant Ship Money. And then now here I could draw. We know that this card is an estate. I could draw here if one of these cards, which usually would happen, had missed the shuffle, right? Usually you're not going to see all 9 of your money. So very often here I would need to draw to hit 5, but I could draw one extra card. This would give me the rest of the cards and I would hit 5. And if you note, either I was going to have hit 5 last turn, in which case I'm fine, or I hit 4 or less the previous turn. Since I could be drawing all of the cards in my deck here, this is an 11 card deck, and I draw 10 naturally over the 2 turns, and I can draw 1 more with the plot. I'm drawing all of these cards. I have 9 money in my deck, and obviously there's no way of splitting 9 money into 2 hands that doesn't make one of the hands have at least 5 in it. So in this particular case, I don't need to draw to hit the 5 that I want. So, and this estate missing the shuffle, I'd rather just have the token, so I'm going to add the token, get a Merchant Ship. And now, because 4 isn't very good, here I'm going to take the draw. And that wasn't a great draw, but, you know, it got it out of the way. I hit 5 again, I get a Merchant Ship. Add the token here. It can be correct to draw with 0, but it's very, very rare, and it has to be some extreme deck tracking going on. It's almost never going to be right to draw on 0. You almost always want to put the thing on. And now here, I'm not really looking to hit more than 6 yet, and so I've already hitting 2, 7, 9. In fact, there's absolutely no reason to draw. So I could province already here, and if I really needed to blitz provinces, I might do that, but I think for now I'm just going to get the gold. And again, what I really want here more than anything is a gold again, so I'm just going to add the token again, buy another gold, since I was already there. And now I think I'd like to start provincing. I'm not actually sure, but drawing 3 is usually going to be plenty. Drawing more than that is not going to come up that often, unless you have a very specific purpose. So I'm going to draw the 3 there, and I'm going to be happy with my province here. I have to add a token here. I don't hit 8 again, so I'm going to go ahead and take a gold. I know that there's a Merchant Ship in here. I think this is slightly unfortunate draws, but even so, we can see that now I'm going to try to draw and hit my price point that I want, which is 8. Turn 13, I have a pretty good deck. I have this plot going, and I have 4 provinces already. So this is pretty good for a money strategy. Here, you know, obviously you would have to adapt what you're doing in terms of, do I need to try to take a duchy here? or what's up based on you know, the game position. So you should put that in mind. I'm going to try to blitz down these provinces here. Let's add another token. Just trying to get this game over, all the golds together. So that's a bunch of wasted money. So you can see, generally I'd be doing better than this if the golds hadn't all clumped. 4 cards is probably enough to draw to get me to province here. I'm going to add a token, hit 5. And so you can see this is like pretty reasonable money strategy, even with that draw luck. I don't remember what these cards are. If I were to tracked better, I would have known not to draw there. Whatever. Pretty soon here, though, obviously I'm going to be getting my province out, and there we go. So this is not particularly good luck, and obviously I was pretty slow in getting to my last provinces, but you obviously will modulate that. Merchantship isn't that great, but the point about Sinister Plot is that opening it's great, and so let's play another couple games to show some of the other ways that things might come in. 2-5 wouldn't recommend necessarily so much. This is not so interesting, so I'm going to look for another 3-4 or 4-3. So 3-4 again here, and we're going to take a plot. And again, now we hit 5 here on this turn, and again, we know that this is an estate, so this is missing the shuffle. Again, I can, just not take the cards until I need them. And I want to get another merchant ship here because I think that's generally the right way to go. Start provincing now. And let's just see, my draws are coming together a lot more nicely, a lot more smoothly on hitting 8 exactly this time. So that's 5 provinces on turn 13. 6 provinces on turn 14. This is obviously really good draws. This is in fact exceptional draws. I'm pretty sure, yeah, there shouldn't be any golds left here. So I'm going to add another token because I couldn't have hit anyway. Let's just make sure that we end the game okay. And yeah. So again, had a little bit of trouble closing out based on when I started greening, but you can see the powerfulness, the power that I'm getting here. And again, merchantship isn't that great. The point isn't necessarily to show off that this is good for money. The point is to show that it's a good opener because you're going to hit that 5. And I'm going to ignore spices here. I'm going to want to show the 4-3 side of it. So I'm going to keep going until I find a 4-3 here. Okay, so 4-3 you get an open plot on 1, which is even a little bit better than what we were doing before. And now I hit 5 now. If I wouldn't hit 5 now, I would want to make sure I draw now. And again, that's going to make sure that I have the 11 is split up, or the 9 money is split up over the 2 turns. I'm going to draw all 11 cards. I'm going to make sure that I hit 5 and in a way that doesn't miss the shuffle. So I would draw here if I didn't have 5 already, regardless of how much money I had, to make sure that I have a 5 that's not going to miss the shuffle. Because I have 5, again, in a way where I don't need to draw right now, I'm going to actually add the token. So we're going to get a merchant ship, and now we're going to draw and trigger a shuffle even this turn. There's even some chance I get to play my 5 on turn 4, which is really best case, so that's not very likely to happen. And again, if you're tracking your deck, you can know in a lot of these cases what money is going to be coming up. I could even start provincing here, but I think that's a little bit early. And I'm just going to build a little bit more. And because I have 8, I shouldn't take the draw. Now I'm going to, and I get way overkill. And obviously there's other things I could be doing. Again, I should know what these are. I think there's a gold in there. Yeah. So you do want to track your deck when you're playing with plot, obviously. But again, we see 5 provinces on turn 13. Let's not waste our time trying to hit, because we're not going to hit 8 there. Let's draw here because we're more likely to. We had 6 provinces on 15. And that's a pretty good place to be in. So I could have drawn there, but I don't know. You know, in a real game, you need to know how much risk you need to take and all of that. But this is just showing that regardless of how you start, you're going to be able to guarantee that you hit 5 on turns 3 and 4. You're going to have that in your shuffle going into turn 5. And there's even some upside of having bad cards miss the shuffle, like I've gotten in actually all of these games. It's pretty fortunate that I've gotten that in all of these games. You're not likely to. I think it's something like between 30% and 50%. So I've gotten quite lucky. It's not that super rare, but it's going to happen sometimes. Sometimes you can hit 6 if that's something you want to do. But yeah, it's just a very strong thing. And thanks for watching this video. And obviously didn't need to take the draw there to get my 8 provinces on turn 20. But yeah, so that's Sinister Plot. It gets you to 5 and then gives you this draw to help you very selectively know when you need to draw later on. Just a really strong opener that helps you hit 5, in fact, better than opening double silver, and increases your draw and cycling through your deck. So basically, 4-3, 3-4, you want to open Sinister Plot most of the time. It's quite powerful. Anyway, comments and suggestions are, as always, appreciated. And we'll come back later with more of the Dominion Homework series. Thanks for watching.